we're doing is we're using this small ball here. It's probably 1/16 of an inch in diameter. It's the smallest I've ever seen. We're going to use that to relieve all of these, clean them up, and then we're going to start detailing these and with a stone, stoning them in. And we'll start with these tail coverts first. But first we need to relieve them in. So we're going to turn this on and we're going to get started. And we do the, when I'm relieving like this, I start at the topmost feather first and work my way down. I'm not trying to get it really deep. Just do them all the way around. And I go to the next feather right underneath it, which is this one here. We do the same. You just keep doing this all the way around. And the one underneath that one, so it's just this here. And the next one underneath that one. Because we're going one underneath the next one. We're like stair stepping down. That gives you the proper placement of the feathers when you do it that way. And the next one underneath that one, which just happens to be right here. After I've done a few of these, what I'll do is I'll go back and clean them up and then start doing them again over again. Just see where I'm at. Sometimes you can lose your perspective if you don't clean them up a little bit at a time. But you want to get enough of them to stack on top of each other, all cut up before you start cleaning them up. So then this next feather goes right here. And this one. Okay, I have some of them here that are already where I can clean them up. This feather right here, that's what the part we cleaned out right there. And we're going to come back in with that smooth ruby and clean these up even more. Now you'll notice this feather is underneath this one, so we have to clean up this part right here. As you can see, like so. And this feather gets cleaned up right there. Right in here like this. This feather right here. And we continue this process all the way around on this under tail coverts and upper tail coverts. And we'll continue this process. When we get that done, we'll go in and clean them up, and then we'll go in and stone them out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish. We've got all these upper and lower tail coverts bumped in. We're going to clean them up a little bit with this smooth ruby, and then after that we're going to start we'll start texturing everything. So we'll start cleaning these up just a little bit. Just knocking some of these rough marks out of them right here, like so. Clean some of this stuff out of here. Up in here. Just clean off some of these high points in here. This is all going to be textured, so I'm not real concerned about if there are some marks in it, because they won't show up. They'll be textured over. You have to be real careful getting up here underneath this tail portion here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that sandpaper like we did last time, in circular motion, and I'm going to go over this just a little bit like this. Do this all over. And then when I get done with this, we'll go ahead and then we'll go ahead and start texturing this with the stone. Okay, now we're going to start texturing. We started the lower vent area and the lower coverts first. And once again, we're going to try with this ceramic rod that I've tapered. You've seen before. We'll see how it textures. Hopefully it'll take the texturing better than it was trying to do cutting area. So we'll start out, and I start texturing at the bottommost and work my way up. So that's what we're going to do with this. So start with this feather right inside there, and everything is done like radiating things on like a radiating sun. You get to the middle, and then you come to the outside, and then you like so, and you go to the next one. And we just work texturing it down just like so. As you can see, the texture on here. So we will just continue. We continue doing this with all of these until they're completed. And then when they're completed, we'll go on around and we'll start doing the breast feathers. So we'll keep doing this until we get it all completed. and then we'll come back and start working on these breast feathers as well. Okay, now we've got all of the covert feathers and everything textured, as you can see there, on top and bottom. So now we're going to start on the belly feathers. We do it the same way. We work from the bottom up. So we'll start texturing those as well. Again, these are they're not straight feathers. They don't go straight out. They have a curving radius. When they get to the center, they tend to curve the other direction, like so. They start like this. And then we go to the next one. The flow line is going this way. So what we could do is you'll flow them over this way. Like so. Now you can see the texture of those feathers on there. And we just keep this process texturing all of these feathers until they're all done. One group at a time. Okay, we've got everything else textured. The breast is all textured, all the way up to the bib. What we're going to do now is we're going to texture the cape area, the head, and the bib. Then we're going to seal this, and I use a sealer to keep it from healing up. So there's a special sealer I'll show you that I use. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we're going to, after we do that, we'll burn in the wings and the tail. So let's start putting the texture onto the cape. We start at the bottommost and the back and work our way forward. Again, working the bottommost feathers first, like walking upstairs. Take the upper next feather, so it's like this. Remember, they're like radiating rays of the sun. They're not straight. You always go right up against the other feather. When you do this, it gives it a little bit of lift. Look like it's overlapping the other feather. So we'll do all of this cape first, and then I'll show you how we're going to do the head. After we do that, then we'll start sealing and burning. Okay, we've got the cape completed. It's textured, as you can see, all over. Now we'll concentrate on the bib and the head. And to do the bib and the head, since we don't have feathers drawn on them, we just have flow lines, we'll do those from the front down. So I'll start with the bib first. You notice I've drawn in some little, you can see little flow lines here. And I start out very small strokes here, and I'll make the strokes longer as I get further to the end of the bib. So I'll show you that as I go. So I'll go ahead and do this. I start. And there's just no random way to do this. You just kind of stroke back and forth real easy, very lightly, all the way over to the ear coverts, and you just overlap Just overlap these as you go. Notice I'm just kind of making little squiggly lines as we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Notice I'm increasing the length of the stroke as I go. As you can see, if you look at the texture of it, it's just random. There's no particular pattern to it. It's just like little hairs. They're all intertwined into each other. And the head and the cheeks and the coverts, they're all done the same way. So when we get done with this, we'll go all the way around the head doing this same pattern. Then when we're done, we're going to seal this, and then we'll concentrate on burning the feathers on for the wings and the tail.